Church of All Nations.
This was supposed to be the beginning of the journey towards finding closure.
Patricia Mkhulisi and Lillian Kensani Macho. The mortal remains are now back. The families can now close the chapter as we are closing it today.
Just when we thought that the dust had settled regarding the South African victims of the synagogue building collapse, one family is crying foul. They say that they got the wrong body to bury. We're here in Wattville, Benoni, outside Johannesburg in South Africa, to visit the Mkhulisi family whose daughter, Patricia, died in that accident. We met a heartbroken mother, nearly 80.
It's very hard, very, very hard. It's terrible.
A journalist.
A distraught son and a brother who has more questions than answers.
The whole family is sort of like being torn apart by this issue.
The Mkhulisi family's doubt was fueled further by a televised phone call from a local journalist claiming there was no DNA match regarding Patricia Mkhulisi. The coordinator of the DNA sample matching in Stellenbosch, Dr. Monroe Marks, wouldn't confirm this but gave an insight into the process. They worked with DNA samples, not bodies.
When that DNA profile, those results were supplied to the Nigerian government, or the Nigerian chief medical examiner. They then, together with the Department of Health and the disaster relief team that was there, checked the number on the bag, and I suspect the body that was in the bag, and according to certain physical features that were present on the body, they identified that body as the missing person.
A recent second DNA test on the disputed remains has confirmed the body is indeed Patricia Mkhulisi. But despite media reports, the family is considering yet another independent test.
My sister had a gap, but the person that we saw that doesn't have a gap. But what made this thing even worse was when we wanted to see whether any birthmarks, any scars or anything of the sort. That body doesn't have a skin.
When these bodies were retrieved, you must also remember that tons of concrete and building material was on top of these bodies, so they would have been, I suspect, compressed quite a lot, and a lot of fractures would have occurred. To slow the decomposition down, these bodies were embalmed using formaldehyde. The tissue that it embalms becomes sort of plastic clay-like.
While the affected family considers the next step in solving the riddle of the body, if there is indeed one, they say there are also family rituals to perform in Lagos according to Zulu culture. Nigeria's acting High Commissioner to South Africa, Lesotho and Swaziland says while no formal request has been brought to the embassy, the doors remain open to assist.
One of the statements that was issued via independent station that if the family has got issues, they must take it up with the Nigerian government.
First of all, I'd like to congratulate the forensic experts for reiterating that that body is that family's. At least that puts to rest their concern and contention of the body brought to them. On our own part, if they insist that it's not the body of one of their own or their loved one, they should make a formal complaint and we'll forward him to the relevant authorities back in Nigeria. I'll take it from there. We owe them assistance and cooperation and collaboration.
Patricia Mkhulisi's remains was supposedly among the last 11 that came back from Lagos last month. But the family's claim raises a few questions. Was there no DNA match, or was there indeed a match with her sons, as government insists, but a body mix-up in Lagos? The planned independent test may just lay the story and indeed the body to rest, or just dig up a chain of issues all parties would rather have buried. Dibiah, Channels Television News.